Andrew, thank you. A Scottish woman who moved to the U.S. to become a defense lawyer was murdered in Los Angeles earlier this month.
She said she was here in the United States to take her bar exam and become a lawyer here.
And earlier this month, her husband now in custody as the prime suspect.
Nobody saw this coming. A Scottish woman who moved to Los Angeles to chase her dream of becoming a defense attorney ended up in one of the city's most shocking murder cases of the year. Prosecutors say her own husband not only killed her, but dismembered her body after an argument. And the details, they're almost too disturbing to believe. A handwritten confession, surveillance footage, a 1-month-old baby caught in the middle. This isn't just another crime headline, it's a tragic story that has gripped both the US and Scotland, leaving people horrified and demanding answers. The victim was 37-year-old June Bunyan, also known as June Renteria. She left her home on the Isle of Arran in Scotland to start a new life in America. With a law degree from Robert Gordon University, she launched her own paralegal service in Los Angeles, specializing in immigration cases. Friends say she was driven, compassionate, and determined to sit the U.S. bar exam. But on September 11th, everything came crashing down. June was found dead in her Hollywood apartment. And within hours, police had a suspect, her husband, 25-year-old Jonathan Renteria. Here's what investigators say happened. On September 5th, security cameras captured Jonathan leaving their apartment building with their infant daughter. Just hours later, the same cameras showed him again, this time carrying garbage bags toward the back of the complex. Nearly a week went by before neighbors complained of a foul odor. When officers entered the couple's apartment on September 11th, the discovery was chilling. June's body was inside, in a state of decomposition. With her arms and legs severed, the coroner later confirmed her cause of death: traumatic neck injuries from a chokehold. But the case didn't end there. Around the same time, Jonathan was discovered in a Ventura County hotel room, bleeding from a self-inflicted wound to his arm. Next to him, a handwritten confession. It read, "My wife June Renteria is deceased in her apartment. I kill her. I am truly sorry." On the back of the note was the couple's Hollywood address. Police rushed to the scene, and that's how they found June. During a recorded interview after his arrest, Jonathan admitted the details. He said the fight started over her weight just weeks after she had given birth. According to court documents, the argument escalated fast. June began packing her belongings, telling Jonathan she was leaving and would never let him see his daughter again. That's when, prosecutors say, he used a rear-naked chokehold he had learned in jiu-jitsu. Jonathan later emailed his father describing what he had done. In that email, he wrote, "The only thing I could do in the moment was choke her. And I did. I held it for as long as I could until my arms gave out. I was horrified at myself. Right after this, I took a lot of drugs." The story spread quickly, shocking people in Los Angeles, Scotland, and beyond. Friends launched a crowdfunding campaign to repatriate June's body back to Scotland for her funeral. Within days, thousands of pounds were raised. One of her closest friends described her as having a vibrant personality, an infectious laugh.
June was really friendly and really outgoing. June was loved by so many people.
On social media, people expressed outrage at the brutality and heartbreak of the case. Many pointed to signs of domestic abuse, with neighbors saying Jonathan was verbally abusive and controlling. Prosecutors have called the murder particularly heinous and egregious. Jonathan Renteria is now being held at the Twin Towers Correctional Facility in Los Angeles. His bail? A staggering $4 million. He has been charged with murder, mutilation of a corpse, and sexual contact with human remains. He's scheduled to appear in court on November 18th. As this legal battle moves forward, it's not just about one man's crime. It's about the warning signs too many people miss, the devastating reality of domestic violence, and how quickly a dream can turn into a nightmare. But is that the full story? Think about it. June had worked her whole life to build a better future. She moved across the world, leaving behind her family, to build her career in the US. Her paralegal firm launched earlier this year, and yet, behind closed doors, she was facing abuse that neighbors say was clear for anyone paying attention. The contrast is jarring. A woman who dedicated her life to helping others fell victim to the very kind of danger so many women fear. This case touches on bigger themes that dominate today's conversations: domestic violence, control, and the silence surrounding abusive relationships. June's story isn't just another crime headline, it's a reminder of how dangerous it can be when warning signs are ignored. And in a city like Los Angeles, where celebrity scandals and Hollywood drama often dominate the news, this case cuts differently. It's not glitz or gossip. It's raw, it's real, and it's tragic. The question is, how many more stories like this need to unfold before systemic change happens in how we handle domestic abuse? Here's something most people don't know. Jonathan Renteria allegedly kept major parts of his life hidden, even from his own family. Reports suggest he never told them about his marriage to June, or even about their newborn child. Why? Was it shame, secrecy, or part of a larger pattern of manipulation? That twist only deepens the sense of unease around this case. It's not just about the act of murder, it's about deception, control, and how much was kept in the dark until it was too late. And that leads us to the hardest question of all. Could this have been prevented? Let's not forget, prosecutors say the fight began over something disturbingly petty. June's weight just weeks after giving birth. For many viewers, that detail hit like a gut punch. Was this really the trigger, or just the excuse of an abuser looking for control? Either way, it adds to the outrage. Social media has erupted with debates. Some highlight the dangerous pressure women face around body image, others stress the lethal mix of martial arts skills and violent impulses. But the bottom line, this wasn't about weight, this was about power, control, and the deadly consequences of domestic abuse. So here we are. A Scottish woman's American dream, shattered in the most brutal way imaginable, a husband behind bars, a child left without her mother, and two families torn apart. June's story has sparked conversations from Los Angeles to Scotland about abuse, red flags, and the dangers too many women face at home. But now, I want to hear from you. Do you think this case will finally push more awareness and real action on domestic violence? Or will it fade away as just another headline? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget, hit subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's biggest celebrity or true crime showdown.